Peace family, Mass Quasi with gold, hard, Gambia. I said that like gold, black to Africa. My man, I'm watching all of the content creators out there. I have recently, my name is Quasi Boyd. I relocated to the Gambia, West Africa, about 4.5 years ago after coming over about 8 years ago. And I tell my story. A lot of people, if you don't know me, I'm gonna share a link so you guys can go through and just kind of get a idea of who I am, because a lot of times you'll see a person, but you don't know their resume. You don't know, their background, their accomplishments, and things they have done. So I made that available through my website. If you go to Let's Relocate Africa / in bio, the link will come up. We'll put that there for you guys. You guys can check me out, go through it. I'm gonna add more to it, but it should be enough there to show you that my business career extends at least 25 years in some major areas of business and endeavor. Clothing, I've worked with 2 different clothing lines in the past. However, you guys, I've just put the link in the description, and I got my assistant over here helping me. You have to make things work. You have to make, YouTube is a job. It's a job, and it's never been a job for me. However, it's a job for many people, and they make sure that they're out there and they're in front of the public so that they can they can reap the benefits of that. That has never ever been my agenda at all, to go on YouTube or create a YouTube channel with the purpose of making money monetizing. I am a business developer, so and I'm a community builder, and you can see that through some of my earlier pictures from Atlanta. We had a very large organization. We had multiple homes. We had about 18 people living between our properties. It's hot here in Gambia, so I'm not new to this. I'm true to this, and this is what I do. However, and I'm not addressing anyone. I'm not speaking about anyone. Everybody's actions and what they do will speak for itself when you look, and more people are looking. And like I said, I don't have a problem with anybody, but everybody seems to have a problem with me for one reason or another, and it's not a legitimate reason. It's all personal nonsense that people are putting out to promote themselves. Just hate. It is definitely a black devil movement going on here in the Gambia, and you guys can see it by the hate that's being spewed from these individuals. If you're watching me and you're following me, never will I put out any information that's not 100% right and exact. You have people putting out lies that they know are lies. You have people supporting criminals here, and that's the problem here. Things aren't hunky-dory here. Things aren't, cool here. Anybody can see that. It's been a problem here for a couple years. And the problem is continuing. However, and you guys are being led into the dark. However, people aren't stupid. People's personal beefs and personal rifts, personal business misunderstandings shouldn't be brought before tens of thousands of people, hundreds of thousands of people, as we have seen, time and time again. Did we have the Canva open? We're going to start with the Canva, and I just want to, just show you guys a little bit. All right, let's go ahead and share this screen there, StreamYard. We're trying something that never been done before, so I'm on my phone here, and my assistant here, she is going to share the screen. She's in control over everything. So, and in this screen, I'm going to show you just a few pictures. Many of you guys know that I'm married. I was married in the States for 18 years to my beautiful ex-wife Naomi. And you guys will see her in the picture where she was over in China. Hey, here we go. Make that picture big for us. People think I can't get on and I can't use technology. People try to use, like I said, for, I don't want to talk because we got a lot of people that's going to watch and then try to run around. Too many grown folks acting like kindergartners. I did a video the other day, and I talked about how, 55% of Americans are reading like a 11-year-old. I made a mistake in the video and said 11th grader. No, they're reading and comprehending like 11-year-old, a 10-year-old, a 9-year-old. So that's why you see a lot of the stuff. However, this is me in Atlanta. This is in Atlanta about, I went there in 2022 and I met Naomi, who was sitting there next to me. And, you know, you see our 4 children there. So Solomon's 14 now. So this had to be about 16 years ago, something like that. About 16, 15 years ago, me in Atlanta with my family, my daughter, the one that graduated, she's actually the one that's standing up, if you guys saw it. She's the one next to the one in the purple, which is my older daughter. Let's go down the page a little bit. Let's see what else we got there. I'll click on the next one. So I have links there. You'll be able to go and you guys will be able to see my family. If you zoom out, this is my children in Puerto Rico. You know, we've traveled around the world. My children had their passports at an early age. You know, they've been to quite a bit of places. You know, we used to go back and forth to LA, back and forth to New York. You know, Puerto Rico, Bahamas, St. Thomas. So you know, we've been to Paris, Rome. You know. We've been all over Mexico. We're talking about over a decade ago. I didn't come here. I was never a person working a job. And you'll see that 25 years ago, I had a clothing line. We had a multi-million-dollar deal. You see me in there with Damon John. You'll see me up there, Jay Alexander from Fubu, you know, Carl Kanai, Russell Simmons, all of them. We was running around with them over 2 decades ago. So I'm not a person that's coming here that's you know, who haven't been around, you know, people who have money or who haven't been in lanes where, you know, I was a public figure before I even came to Gambia. You know, I was a public figure before that. You know, I have a large amount of people that know me, and they're in a whole nother lane, a whole nother network that these people will never try to get to. It's a shame that our people, we try to bring each other down. It's a shame. It's a lot of mud, a lot of garbage that's being thrown around, and it's just unbecoming of decent human beings. And let's go down to the next picture. So that's my daughter, Naya, Cheyenne, Sanaa, and Solomon. Now I'm going to another picture here, and this is my first wife here, Lisa, and we divorced. You know, Lisa was brought into the fray. Let's go ahead and just continue to go through. But I want to show you because people are like, hey, you know, what have I done here? You know, so, you know, having land, and as you guys will see, that's one of the first things. I was one of the first people that brought land here. And I saw the problem early on. You guys got to remember, I started out with Juliet Ryan Blacksett. All right. Those first, you know, a couple hundred videos, it was myself, G. I contribute to that. And many people know me because of that. I contribute with showing people what we can do here if we work together. I contribute to giving people the desire to come here. Many people saw me, and many people came here because of me, not because of what I have materially here. You know, land is nothing. It's nothing to get land. I have huge land, but I'll never show anybody that. That was never my plan to come here and show people, you know, build a house, because I don't think that's a model that, you know, is sustainable, because we're coming over and the way that we're building, we're getting ripped off. I seen it when I first got my land. I seen Juliet go through it with her house, people breaking into it, you know, people stealing her generator, you know, people supposed to be doing the crown molding. They messed the whole thing up. That got to get ripped down and done it again. It was just problem after problem after problem. Then the quality of work being the low quality. So I saw that 2 years ago. Let's continue to go through, you know, my ex-wife and her sister, but let's do it with a whole screen show. Can we make the whole screen show so they don't have to see that? Okay, so this is my ex-wife, Lisa, and you know, like I said, these people had went to the extent of trying to bring my family and my children. I have 2 children, and you know, these people, because they made bad personal decisions, they just took everything and put that out in front of you all. Continue to go. That, you know, people personal business do not need to go on you know, in front of the public like that. It was very tacky, very low class, and it continued to be a display of that. So that's me, my ex-wife, and my daughter. These pictures are 2 years ago. Let's go ahead and 2 years ago, and you all know I did this several times here. You know, I'm not going to show all my business, but this is my, you know, my first family here. My son Tyru, you know, he's 5 years old now. I have two sons here, Allison and Tyru, and I have two daughters. Let's continue to go through. Let's continue. This is at my daughter naming ceremony. All right. So as you know, as I continue and I share some pictures to my page, you guys can see that I'm someone here, and I'm in. You know what I'm saying? I'm in. I'm married here. I have family here, and I've been here, and I'm not going anywhere. You know, if I didn't have family here, yeah, I would have got away from all of these people because they're very dangerous. You understand? I am moving, you know, because of people here. I've got threats in the past, but I don't pay any attention to that. You know. Now this picture right here, this is a picture of me and Juliet 2.5 years ago in Jam and Jelly. Okay, you know, like I said, before I even came out the house with Juliet, we were here getting it in online. God is not going to stop. If anything, if God don't want you to have something, he's going to keep that away from you. But no man is going to stop me from being successful, no matter how hard they try. And all they're going to do is bring ruin to themselves, because they have to come out of character. They have to lie. They have to come up with all types of hateful speech in order to justify their position. But most people will be able to see it. And the ones that don't see, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter to me, because I'm already good. I'm already set. I've already have a system for myself, and we're building. So this is the website you'll see behind us, and that was Juliet. So I was with Juliet when she first started out. So I just want to let y'all know that here. So I've been here, and I helped the Black organization in its early part when it was doing really, really well. And as we know, the Black organization has taken a decline because of shady business dealing. Many of the things that I was being accused of, we come to find out those were things that was taking place within that organization. You can stop sharing the screen now, and then you're going to go to the bio link after. And I'm going to show you guys up here. So I just established my family ties here. I have a family to take care of, just like everybody else have. Even more so, my family here and my children here in the Gambia, West Africa. I got some questions here. I'll try to do a few of these people questions that's coming in, but okay. Okay, I see some of my haters. They're trying to make their way in with false accounts. It's a sad thing that we have grown adult people out there creating multiple accounts. Okay. Tay put a video up there of I'm not going to talk about that because that went through a whole court process. But and like I said, people don't understand. I was assaulted here. I was assaulted by a British man. So not only do we have to worry about our brothers and sisters, and you have people going out and they are not in the country. Hold on, let me say. I don't have to, first of all, I don't have to answer anybody. You have people out here that's, chiming in from the West, like, answer us. Nobody have to answer to you, first of all, so. Yeah, Sheila, I want to send this link out because I want to talk. I want to be able to talk to people. We can have a conversation. And My wives are absolutely fine. Anybody, you hear these people always talk about all the time how humble I am. Do I look like I'm somebody that run around abusing people? And then you got to have facts. You just can't say that a person is doing something and not have facts to back it up. I was assaulted by a white man, and I ended up, you know, like I said, we don't want to be here having to fight the white power structure. Like I said, I never was assaulted in my life by a white man. I got assaulted by a lot of black people. I got my head stitches in my head and my forehead years ago because of, you know what I mean? So I never thought that I would be assaulted by it was a white British man, and I tell this story, and Adrian backed into his car, so we were here, we was hosting some guests. Can I get some tea? You can give me some tea. Make that happen. Here you go. You want to take this water? It's lemon and honey. I think that's honey right there. Yeah, and the man assaulted me. However, it was a big ruckus. There was many people involved. Okay, there was many people involved, and I end up this the same day I brought my land, and I ended up going and being arrested because somebody got seriously injured. And during that time, and many people that was in the black organization, around that time, like I said, I'm a business. That's what I do. I do this all day. It's nothing for me. Building websites, building databases, everything you all see. Even with the clothing lines, the post-wear clothing lines. I'm the man, and I don't have to try to fake and be something that I'm just who I am, and people, they have a problem with that. Now, if you have, like people coming and doing business over here and they have a problem, and then everybody wanting to get down with that, that's not good to be happening in the country, and we're not from this country. All of the beefing, all the disagreements, and then I got people over here, you got people over here, and and then when we run into each other, it's a big ruckus. Like I said, I've already been in a situation where someone was seriously injured. You understand what I mean? I'm not trying to escalate nothing. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not over here. I'm not a child. I'm not a kid. I have 9 children to take care of, and I'm focusing on that. But, no one, I'm not the type of person you want to mess around with. You understand what I'm saying? And as my people come over here, like I said, I'm not going nowhere. I'm definitely not going nowhere because my family here and my family's coming. You understand what I'm saying? More of my family's coming. But we are going to take everything and go and do the proper channels. Up here we shouldn't be talking about anybody. We shouldn't be slandering anybody. A lot of people. The whole thing was a process. Everybody had to be brought out who were involved with it. So I just sat back. I didn't push a lawsuit because I wanted to count. We want to counter. Because we want to see, because people they'll come and they'll be your friend in your face but behind your back. So we've been able to gather enough information against everybody that was really on that side, and the majority of them have created content and information that is going to lead them into the court process, and that's where we need to go with it. And we have a process that's taken in court. I have a story. I've been here. You can't disregard my story. If I say I came here and it's a bunch of black devils here doing double schmidt, you know what I mean? I'm a liar and I'm a scammer and all of that. The prosecutor already explained to people that the case has been dropped. So the people that are liable for all of that money, they need to come to the court. They need to handle it through the court process, the legal process. That's how we have to handle things, but that's not going to be handled like that. And then you have people out there who, on their own effort, has started researching and having research about people and going in on people. You understand? I don't have time to be contacting people. Oh, help me out. Do the whole ordeal. I sat back. I'm on a whole nother level. At that time, as far as what came in, nobody has been able to duplicate that. You know, everybody wanted that money that we had coming in, and that's where all the jealousy coming from. Oh, you gave them, you know, 16,000. How much they had? $100,000. What they had $200,000 coming in. Come on, you know, yeah, yeah, you know, you gotta respect it. We weren't doing anything that was for ourselves. It was for a community, you know, and that got destroyed by a whole bunch of people who just want to build their own business here. You know, everybody can't do that. It's leading us right into, as you all see, the failure and dissatisfaction that come because the people they have very low character here, these YouTubers, and you can see it by their conduct. And then when you look at their disposition, you see that, you know, they're very frazzled, and they're very by the situation. And you know, when you wrong, you know, you just have that, you know, you just have that wrong energy, and we want to be able to make sure that people, at least for me, you know, like I said, I'm not thinking about these people. I'll see them in court, you know, but it's a shame that you guys got to see it, and it is a problem here. Photos that cannot answer our question. I put a link there. If anybody have any questions, they can get on that link. Okay, we have our sister, what, Shadow Black Tea. And I'm always leery. I swear to God, you know, people out there, like, there's a lot of wickedness here in the Gambia coming from our people from the States. And you never know who you're talking to. You know, you never know who's trying to contact you, or, you know, we was doing hospitality. You know, we got vacation property and stuff here. People, you know, you may be in one of our properties and not even know. You understand what I'm saying? You know, we got other businesses here that, you know, we're partnered with people. You know, it's always a way to that money. We do import export here as well. I have land. It's you know, like I said, I'm married here, and for me, when I bought that first land, and many people still have problems with that land. When I bought that first land, I said, you know what? I'm gonna get land given to me for my people. You understand? So my wife, her family, her brother's the Akalo. And this is for, I got mine. I'm straight. It's not about me. I'm over here already. It's about us building together as a community. Sheila, I see that comment you made about that individual, but I don't want to put anything up here with their names on it. You know, yeah, but you know, we shouldn't, you know, we just have to look at the character of people. You understand? And then, you know, I mean, that speaks for itself. And you know, I come from a background where I come from the hood. I've seen all types of people, and our people are, you know, like I said, you know, we're operating at like 11-year-old child, a 10-year-old child, and a lot of it is just to gain favor among certain groups, you know, that they feel like can help them in what they're doing, so that they can get money. So, like most of the YouTubers sold their soul to the devil here. They sold their soul to the devil for, you know, for the opportunity to, you know, get you an apartment, help you get a piece of land, you know, you know, it's not much going on here as far as the community. But like I said, you know, you guys know and see that there is some problems here in the Gambia. You guys gotta forgive me. I've been sick and congested. But yeah, all, you know, there was a video done with my ex-wife, and at the time she had about $10,000 that I gave to her to take care of some business. However, she was upset, and it wasn't just the accuser who went over there. It was Juliet Ryan that was there, because my wife's uncle told me her and Adrian came over, and as I showed you, I know, you know, and it was they were being used. You know, people came over here from the States, and I'm talking to all my real people here and you guys that think they came over here and they didn't know what time it was. They came right over here, and I already have relationships with people here and already knew that it was, you know, and I was telling, you know, the YouTubers here prior to you all coming, we gotta unite, or it's gonna get to this point where we're seeing it now. And you guys saw it. You saw the first blow up. We can't sweep that under the rug. That's a bad omen that exists. Many people lost. You can't build anything on top of that. How are we going to leave from America and say America raped us and robbed us and burned Tulsa, Oklahoma, and then come over here looking for another opportunity, and then we do the same thing to our own people and try to build on top of it? You got to understand, all the rioters are still here. The people that are perpetuating the lie still here, perpetuating the same lie. If I was you, I would lay low for a while and just rebrand myself. I'm not, listen, I'm a brother. It's not rebranding myself. I don't have a brand like that. All right. I'm a brother here in the Gambia. You understand what I'm saying? And yes, I have business and things like that. But, boy, you know, why do I have to lay low? Why? Why don't these other people, why don't you have them lay low? Call them. I'm getting up here to talk to my people who subscribe to this channel and want to hear what I have to say. That's who I'm here for. You know, they told me, Juliet told me not to get a YouTube channel. There's people, there's all of these haters telling me to get off YouTube. Why? Why you want me to get off YouTube? Show me what you're doing outside of building a house. What is a house? Come on now. We chasing the house bubble? We chasing the house bubble? Yep. You know, you just saw the arrival build a house. They can't even stay in the house now. Think about it. I'm not making this up. Look. They got no love over here. We have you know, yeah, like I said, there's a lot of stuff going on that's just highly evil and highly disrespectful to you all who are looking on. I want to be able to show you all some things about me and what I do. That way you can see that, you know, because people don't know. People don't know. You need to know who you're dealing with. But look at them. You know, I've been through this whole thing already before, and it's not going to stop me. People are upset because my YouTube channel is growing. That's crazy. They don't want my YouTube channel to grow. They don't want me to grow. I got to this number without the help of anybody. Nobody helped me. When Art left, I didn't have a lot of subscribers. But now they see I'm getting a few subscribers. So you guys are going to go to the link that I put there, and you're going to see, you know, my bio on my page. And it's going to talk about, you know, how I moved to Atlanta and I started a clothing line, and I started a tax business. I worked for the Internal Revenue Service for 20 years. You have to do a federal background check. That means they do fingerprints and everything. It's crazy how our own people will try to use, you know, your past against you. Even though the white man give you a pass, they'll still try to bring it up. The same old stuff, just wilding out, acting crazy. You know, people who are not in this country came over on sex tourism, get more support than people who have a reputation of being a builder here. So let me go down. I met Akon. One of my friends was working with Akon mother, and she had the Confidence Foundation. I think they still have it. And he stayed with Akon and them here in Senegal, and he showed him my hoodie. And Akon was like, when we get back to the States, you know, have you and your man come see me up in Bankhead, no, up in Buckhead, right across from, they had the office across the street from Lenox Mall. So I went there, you know, I saw Khan when I walked in there. Cool brother, man. Cool brother. I saw they had a video, they were doing a video. What's my man name? Dynasty Mayor, and they were saying about Akon and what Akon owed, do Akon owe Black America for his success here. And you know, and the whole time I was in the clothing industry, right? I was meeting everybody, you know, at Fubu. We ran in Carlton 9. I mean, you know, think about it, Rough Rider. We ran into Jay-Z and them. This was 20 years ago when Aaliyah was alive. We was in Vegas chopping it up with them. Chopping it up. Every year going to Vegas twice a year. I was in, I'm gonna tell a story about when I went to, the first time I went to Vegas, I was invited to a private party with the Michael, I forget his name, but he's the CEO of MCM Fashion. We on the 60th floor of the Venetian Hotel. Avant, my man Avant and his brother was there. They was representing. And, you know, I'm in there. I was invited there by somebody because we had contacts. You know, shout out to Dave Hollister too, man. Dave Hollister is a good brother. Put us on years and years ago with a manufacturer. And, you know, that put us in the lane of a multi-million-dollar deal. But in any case, you know, I was there speaking with a designer. You know, one of Michael's designer, and we were sitting, we were overlooking the Vegas Strip. That was over 25 years ago. You know, about 23 years ago. I'm doing a live. Who's that? Hey, here's something. Okay, they just bringing the clothes in for me. People always ask him, you know, I don't know who these characters up there is like. Wow, I'm surrounding myself by women, you know, because Islamically, the man is the maintainer of the woman, and I have a large number of people working for me, and people have a problem with that. That's why people all around, people, you know, when you see what I built Gambians. I got many people out there that's working, doing business. Y'all don't see Ida. Ida got a business. My family got a business. My wife got business there. My wife got business there. We just don't put it on YouTube. You think I'm over here and being oppressed by some illiterates? Think again. We've been doing outsource business acquisition, land development. If they find out I'm doing anything, they try to put it on their YouTube channel. You know, we're doing digital currency asset investing. That can't be touched. You guys are going to be seeing, you know, me doing some major things. And it's because it's big. Gambia is a little country. We all can't come here and eat. That's why everybody's fighting. We can't be on top of each other trying to eat off a little Gambia. A lot of you guys need to just get up out of here and go home if you're not going to do the right thing. And I'm pretty sure I said it in the past. I said it in the past. Look, I just did a survey. Most of the people are turned off from coming. Not because of me, it's because of everything that they're seeing over here. Because we're not acting right and we're not being right and we're all losing. We're all losing. I know a lot of these weirdos, they've been here in my house. I helped them out, you know. That's my first team that you guys see right there. My first wife, her brother's all the way to the left. He was an accounting student. He graduated. You know, then we have Cerebral, we have Ida, Anna, we have Ami, we have my boy P. You know, they doing big things in music here. And we have Abdullah. He has in my Montana Grill. Most of my people, I've helped a lot of people. Most of my staff worked at Big Apple. I go up in there, you know, they always say, hey, Quasi, you know, if it wasn't for you, you understand what I'm saying? Over 100 Gambians, that's what I built. And I built a very, very large family here. And we have land. Land is easy. Money can get land, but what you gonna do with it? That's me on Black Acres in 20, what was that? About 2018, about 4 or 5 years ago. You know, my the two girls that work with me there, you know, so you'll go through there and you'll see some pictures of me and my wife, and then you'll see, what I did with Blacksit. All right, we had members, we had a database, so I was collecting data. I was seeing the health of the community. So I got data that tells me who is over here, how many children they have, how, what's their economic status. I've talked to many people, see what they want to do, who's collecting data on the community so that we can bring it together. We can't have 100 people over here, 200 people doing the same thing. That have to be brought together. But that's what I was doing. Some people may not see that important. This is me and Juliet when we first started selling land. I'm not new to this. We was doing this a long time ago. I've been seeing all the stuff that y'all realizing going on now. Y'all 2 years behind me. 2 years behind me. And anybody that know me, I'm Go Hard Gambia for a reason. I don't sit on my hands eating bologna sandwich, sending emails, talking to a whole bunch of emotional women. This is us at the Indian Institute of Technology a couple of years ago, and we was teaching the students their organization with Muhammad Ba and Indians. With Art Cathy, we have 550 members. We had the largest community here. You know what I mean? We had the largest community. We had 50 investors, 250 investor pledges, $2.1 million land deal, and we had $5 million and growing in community power only after 9 months during the pandemic. Anybody that know business and that see the numbers that we were doing will be amazed. I was amazed. I didn't think it could happen. You sleepy yet? Yeah, Okay, so we our Kathy is she's a media trained activist. You got to understand, she was in a journalism and Thank you, people. Thank you for holding on and watching. Yeah, I'm working with a few things here just to make sure I can get this information out to you guys, and you guys can see what's going on. You know, when I left out of my compound here, I created the website Invest Relocate Africa. It's a website that have over 100 pages of intellectual properties built around just business development. You know, all types of uh, formats for apps. Like when we have a Gam Ride, you know, that brings you from here. You know, it's an app. You know, different things that we created. You know, financial play pages, and I brought that to Juliet. Well, you know, I gave her in increments. I said, okay, the first thing we can do is we'll start selling real estate reports as a way to generate income, because we were going back and forth there every day with our own money. Me and G, I had people here I was paying already doing my business, but that was extra work that had to be done. But we didn't start getting paid for months after. You know, maybe 2 months we started selling real estate reports, and then we started selling land. But when it was time to start going into more responsibility, you know, that couldn't happen in that organization. You know, it wasn't an organization that could grow like that. It wasn't an organization at all. It was just basically a mom and pop. And and as we see today, it was just a pop business. But in any case, you know, the idea was to create a network and support other YouTubers coming in and bring them under the umbrella like a network. Okay, and then we would support those coming in, and we be able to control. Now, this is, you guys are gonna see one of the properties here. This is the Ghana property. You know, you guys, I mean, it's not even about you believing. When you don't know what you're talking about, then you're gonna look like a fool. So, you know, people going out there and they're saying, hey, you know, when I went there, this wasn't right. You guys don't know what was going on. You have no knowledge of that, no business knowledge of it. But this was one of the places, and the people that did have knowledge of this, they wasn't going to say nothing because they had too much pressure on them. But you'll see some properties there. You'll see me, you know, every picture you see is at one of our properties, one place or another, and they're always gorgeous. You know what I mean? And that's what I did with our Kathy. You see Elvin up there, Elvin's B&B. We put that together. I add some more pictures. Boom. And I down at the bottom, you know, I put some questions and answers, you know, about, you know, who I am in my journey. I wanted to have that all in one place for people who understand, you know, reputation, resume, you know, and someone, you know, being able to understand you have to have a track record of doing something in order to establish credibility for yourself. I did accounting 1 and 2 over 2 decades ago. Most money I saw come into one of my account at one time is $200,000. You'll see another one, Quasi Boy. This is the page that deal with mostly my fashion endeavors, and you know, I've been in fashion for 25 years. These jackets you see was done by a brother of mine, Roderick. I have a video on my page. You know, he's a beast designer out of Coney Island, Brooklyn, New York. But his family in New Haven, Connecticut. He's been coming back and forth New Haven a long time. Been out to LA. You know, shout out to, you know, Dennis Pedro. He's over in China. You know, back then when we was going to Vegas, they had a multi-million-dollar clothing line going, multi-million dollars. And New Haven was the foundation for that. That's where they started before they went out to LA. But that's my boy Roderick, and those are his jackets that you see. And when we go down, we're going to see Street Alumni from 2018. That's 24 years ago. You see me all the way to the right hand. And that's, you know, the person you see now, you know, that's the person I've always been. You know, people that know me, they already know, you know, I go hard, you know, and that's why we got Go Hard Gambia. So, you know, you'll see me down there, pictures. You'll see me in my first office over 25 years ago. You'll see us with some models there, my boy Dave. You'll see the Street Alumni, hockey shirts. You know what I mean? So we had T-shirts. We were doing mostly there, hoodies, You know, Damon Dash, Russell Simmons. You know, you see me there with Damon John from Fubu and Jay Alexander and Khalees. I just put a few pictures there from back then. Okay, I can't put all my pictures up here, but I'm gonna put a lot of them on the Patreon account. If you guys want to join, you can hit me up, QuacyBoyd@yahoo.com. I'm not trying to stop nobody to eat. You know, you guys never see me talk about nobody. This is my crazy son. You know, hey, you back? Chubby, yeah. Okay, hold on one second. Let me just grab this key. I'm a very busy family man, as you see, you know, and I'm happy. I mean, you know, I'm not going to be run out of here. Everybody else will when they get a taste of these devils here. Just nasty. They got something nasty going on. I don't want no parts to do with it. Y'all keep y'all nastiness to yourself. You know, I think because of what I speak, it just works against people, their agenda, and you know, they take that personally, and they have to naturally they have to attack that. You know, so anytime we're doing something, we're more wiser now. This is the street team. I got my boy Barry to my right with the gold suit on. That's a post-wear suit. I got the post-wear t-shirt. You know, my man Ra in the back from Atlanta. He got the post-wear hat. I got those from Hong Kong, and the post-wear linen and Young Cyrus. We did the video Mayweather. You know, it's I'm gonna go ahead and get that link for you on and send it over to you. But we did a video. He made a song called Mayweather, and we did a video. I financed the whole thing, you know, and we got Barry here. I'll put that link in there with the post-wear, the t-shirt, the post-wear hoodie with the multifunctional pockets. You can't see those pockets unless you unzip the pocket. It's a real, it's a concept I came up with that I developed, and this is my wife, to my ex-wife, to the right. And then all the way to the left, that's Miyoko. She's my designer in Atlanta. All right. They were in China. And if you see the date, what's that? 2010. That's 12 years ago. You see Postwear. We had a booth there. So we were meeting all types of manufacturers. So I have jeans. I have, you know, fleece. I have, you know, nylon sweatsuits. You know, this all types of stuff. Well, with the clothing that I did back then. There's us with Floyd Mayweather that night, you know, at a club in Atlanta, you know. So I was actually assisting with the photo ops. That's Cyrus getting ready to take his picture. You know what I mean? I was assisting P. Rilla. P. Rilla is Floyd Mayweather right hand man. All right. So I was assisting with the people that were going to take pictures and things like that, because he requested, you know, hey, listen, help me out. What am I? I'm trying to buy my ball. Floyd is going to be leaving out this way. So I had to get everything lined up. You know, that's the type of situations that I be in all the time, man. You understand? When people just see me, they already know. And then when I start talking, come on, I can get in any door. You understand? I've been doing it for years. I'm older and I'm seasoned, you know. So that's me and MJG at Big Crit Video Shoot in Atlanta at the Blue Flame. You know, I used to be doing a lot of videos and things like that. I was in another video with Neo, Trey Songs. You know, all of those things used to come across the table, man. You know, my people would call me and say, hey, Quacy, you know, we got this going on, you know, or that going on. Why don't you come down? My man, Sean Bonner. You know, like I said, you know, I did a lot of stuff in the entertainment industry. You guys will be able to go through the link and check that out. What I'm going to do, I'm going to shoot over a couple links inside this thread so you guys can you can see what I've been doing in the past. However, in here in the Gambia, West Africa, we do have some deep issues going on. I don't want to be involved in it. Just leave me out of it. I'm not talking about anybody. I don't care what y'all do. Y'all do y'all thing. You know what I mean? Me and my person that I have problem with, let them go through the court process. The prosecutor sat down and told everybody that this individual needs to go through the proper channels. They already put this smut all over the movement. You know what I mean? You know, our carrying on, bringing and encouraging bad behavior is what's destroying the movement. We already seen it with the first person, and it's continuing to go on. And it's not, it's so childish. Like I said, I don't want anything to do with it. Y'all keep my name out your mouth. Y'all go ahead and do what y'all doing. Sensible people do not air their business on YouTube. One can be successful without being on YouTube. Subscribers, likes, and views do not make a person. What would YouTube do when the satellites go down? Definitely, YouTube is not a place for any. It could be used constructively. There's many people out there using it in a constructive way, like Watermaya, Dynasty Mirror, quite a few. What's my man down in Ghana? You got Tayo, you got Cameron. I just started watching the other day. That brother, man. We have a lot of good brothers, man. We need to keep this thing positive. We need to keep this thing positive, man. I've attempted to meet with individuals, not regarding myself, but regarding things that have taken place here with, other repats. And they, people are not in their right mind. People are not in their right mind here, and they're taking things and they're twisting it and they're turning it and they're lying and they're I'm telling all this stuff to you. Like I'm telling you guys right now, everybody in Gambia knows that the prosecutor has been working to bring us together here, but everybody is disrespecting that. I just have to constantly say, hey, look at this video, look at this video, look at this video. These people you just talked to, look at this video. So you have the Gambian authorities all over this looking at it when it, and it's not gonna, and the people, like I was just sitting back so that they can, knowing there are a lot of people that have things to do with it in the background that tied themselves into it now legally. You understand what I'm saying? Because you have to do certain things where you can be held accountable legally. And like I said, we got those people for their, for their defamation. Quasi, are the issues with capital gain taxes on land blacks is sold? Will people lose the land she sold to diasporans? So what's happening is the capital gain tax, so once those are paid, then the individual get their land, but they're trying to figure out who have to pay it. That's as much as I know about it. I have quite a few people that's caught up in that. There's some issues as far as coordinates and where it is and things like that. But I encourage anybody that's dealing with that situation, work it out together. Get a lawyer, 1 or 2 lawyers. No need to have a whole bunch of lawyers. It might just be a matter of speaking with the community and just paying the taxes. Everybody might have to come up with another $100, $200 or $300 to put this headache behind you. But you're gonna have to be able to do that, in your own accord now. Okay. I didn't like what Art Kathy said about Gambia, but she said the same thing about the Black America. She is a straightforward woman. Some people appreciate honestly. Everybody, everybody got issues. Like if I don't like somebody, I just don't watch their channel. I don't, I'm not the type of person that's all up in somebody behind about what they're doing and saying. I got my own life. But unfortunately, you have a lot of people like that. Our Kathy talked about Black people in the same type of way. I had problems with Art and tried to, get her to change. But people are people. Who are you? Who are you to change somebody? You can't change anybody. But then, she was serious about community building. Like I said, from day one, when the money came in and the opportunity came, and the people out there, you wanted your money to go in the right place and do the right thing. That's exactly what Art Kathy did. That's exactly what I did. The Gambian authorities cleared the records and all of that. They've seen everything. People talk. Anybody out there talking, you're not the authorities. You don't know what's going on. Just know that, and just know that we can't disrespect the authorities. We come into a country and bring our own form of justice. It's all being saw, and it's going to be repercussions. It's going to be repercussions. Like we all seeing the fallout from the first garbage going on, and then you still have the same toxic, individuals bringing it back up, trying to bring it back up. This lady need to go to court here in the Gambia, let the court hear the grievance, and spare our public who's already been hurt, who's already dissatisfied, But like I told you all, I don't even mention my accusers because it's not about them. They're just, there's someone being used. There was other people here that wanted to use them to blind you guys and lead you guys down in the wrong direction. Then you got people, be careful who you support. Be careful who you support, You have to make sure that, let me go here to this bio again. As we go down the page, Barry and Sharima, they live with me. We got Jasmine, Tiffany, Jasmine. The two to the right used to work with Miyoko. Those were my girls that work strictly in designer. Tiffany and Jasmine, they work with my children. In my main house, I had 18 people in Gambia. We had a huge house there. We had another family. It was my brother, a brother of mine and his wife and their 2 children. And, like I said, we lived communally in the States. We had a very large organization, in the States. That was outside of what I was doing here, with the postware. I was in DMV. And, the second inauguration, I did T-shirts for Obama, the hoodies. We went down to the National Mall and we sold it. So this page, I got some pictures here of my family, and I just shot this together right quick so you guys know. I have a large family. Okay. So these people out there, so that's what this whole movement has become about in the Gambia. The destroy brothers, destroy sisters, destroy our black sons, destroy our black daughters. You understand what I'm saying? They destroy our representation in front of the world. That's what YouTube gives people, allow people to do. You understand what I'm saying? And we've seen it with a person, and it devastated hundreds and hundreds of people are crushed because their money didn't go where they thought it was going to go. Many people don't want to come. There's my beautiful children in Atlanta. This is us in Hawaii. When we went to Hawaii, we went to Honolulu. We went to Waikiki, which is the other side of the island. Then we got on the plane because Hawaii is a number of islands. It's about 10, about 10 or some islands. But we went to the big island where they have the caldera, where the volcano is. You know what I mean? And we drove around the whole island, me and my family. Okay, here's us 10 years ago when my children started martial arts. What's this? About 8 years ago. All right, this is them in Puerto Rico. This is them in the zoo. People be asking me about my family. We live well above the average person have been. Like I said, I have business for 20 years. All my children were homeschooled for a long time. So I wanted to establish y'all that you're not somebody that, don't have any children, and you understand. So I just want my name to be left out of the craziness. My personal business matter with this lady should not be all over YouTube. Our personal business should not be on YouTube. The only reason why a person would do that is because they have their own agenda. You understand what I'm saying? They have their own agenda. So if anybody wanting to link up with me, it's crazyboy@yahoo.com. Like I said, I've been around, I've done it, I've seen it all. I know what time it is. I know You know, I know high officials. If I wanted to go get a picture with a president, I can do that. You know, everybody doing everything outside of helping build a community. Hit me up, Quasi Boy. Go hard, Gambia. Peace.